Hello, friends. With you, stand up before it's too late. I'm so excited to be here with you tonight. Let's get this show started. Today, we're going to talk about the great American dream, the road trip, or, as I call it, the great American disappointment on the way. We've all seen these movies. Classic. You open the window, the wind blows your hair, the music booms, there is a road full of adventures ahead. Highway 66, sunsets, freedom, no worries. Picture yourself cruising down that open road. Endless horizons, no deadlines, just pure freedom. Leave your worries behind and just go. Yes, I've always dreamed. Imagine, take an old convertible, some kind of 60s Mustang, throw on a leather jacket, and just drive. Wherever you look. Stop at roadside cafes that serve the most delicious burgers in the world. Sleeping under the stars, well, or in motels with linens that may not have been seen in the last 30 years. Sleeping under the stars? It's the best adventure. Just grab a tent and go. The night sky is incredible. You have to try it. Buddy, you'll sleep under the stars if you run out of gas somewhere in Texas in the middle of the night, and the nearest civilization is a slaughterhouse. And the motel linens that you saw? Are you sure it was underwear? Maybe it's just really old towels. In the movies, they show you driving on an empty road. An empty road! In America! What makes you think that? Well, it's a legend. Route 66. It's about freedom. About freedom from common sense, if only. Route 66 is now like Disneyland for tourists who want to experience old America. But at the same time, have Wi-Fi in the motel and Starbucks at every stop. And the real freedom is when you're stuck in traffic on I-40 for 4 hours because some trucker decided it was time for a lunch break on the side of the road. So, you're here. The car is refueled, the playlist is ready, and then it begins. I had an experience. I went from California to Arizona. I thought, wow, I'm going to see the Grand Canyon. The navigator said 5 o'clock. I'm like, easy. The first 2 hours are exactly like in the movies. The sun, the music, the desert. I think this is my dream. I was walking through the park, just like this. And then I heard a sound from the stage. I turned around and I saw something. And then I moved to Los Angeles. 5 hours of travel turned into 10. During this time, I managed to watch 3 movies, read half of the ebook, and learn how to knit. My freedom was that I could choose which lane to stand in the longest. And the motels, they promised cozy motels, but they were nothing like that. They were dirty and noisy. This is completely unacceptable. I want a refund. Cozy is a euphemism. It's not just about comfort. It's a polite way to say something is underwhelming. Next time you hear it, think twice. I once stayed in a motel that looked like its last renovation was during the reign of King George III. There was a stain on the carpet that I'm sure had its own DNA. I'm sure of it. This changes everything. We need to get it tested now. And breakfast? A free continental breakfast is usually a glass of orange juice, which is more acidic than a lemon, and a croissant, which is harder than a stone. I ate a croissant like that once. I thought I was going to break my teeth. Then I realized that it was probably a mistake. Maybe it was a decorative element. My project was themed. It was all in the style of the old Wild West. I loved the rustic wooden structures and warm lights. It really brought the theme to life. Even the curtains were in the form of Indian blankets. It was such a unique and charming touch. I had to share this with you. But when I tried to pull them apart, they tore. Apparently, thematicity included thematic destruction. Okay, let's say you got somewhere. What's next? Food. They feed us in these movies. Let me tell you something. The food at the gas station is a separate chapter. It's actually not bad. You should try it. I've seen hot dogs that look like they'd been through a war and returned from the battlefield. Their color could serve as an indicator of radiation. For example, materials that turn purple or black might be exposed. This is a simple way to detect dangerous levels. And the drinks? You choose between cola-flavored sugar syrup and lemonade-flavored chemical laboratory. But I thought I'd see these iconic diners. Where is the waitress on roller skates? Where are the huge portions? You know, there are diners, but often these are the ones where the menu is handwritten on a dirty board. And that's the charm. And the waitress looks at you like you owe her money for coming. Her eyes are just screaming, "You don't belong here." Like, excuse me for existing and wanting a coffee. But the main thing that unites all these expectations and realities is miles. Endless miles. Yes, you drive, and nothing. It's just a road, and there's a road, and the trees, and again the road. You're starting to wonder, why am I here? What am I doing? Maybe I'm already dead, and this is my personal hell, the endless highway? And the navigator says, after 500 miles, turn right. 500 miles! This is how to get to the next planet! And when you finally get there, there's usually nothing there. Maybe one tree, or a very suspicious bird. You plan a route, see national park icons on the map, and see beautiful cities. And in fact, you spend 80% of your time in the car, 15% at the gas station, and 5% in line to look at some iconic view that you've already seen 1,000 times on a postcard. So it turns out that the great American journey is not about freedom and adventure. It's about the unexpected challenges that test your limits and make you question everything you thought you knew. It's about how long your ass can sit in a car before you start thinking that maybe an airplane isn't so bad. But you know what? Despite the traffic jams, weird motels, and hot dogs causing an existential crisis, we still want to do it. Yes, because somewhere out there, beyond all those miles, there's still something. Yeah, there is. There's another motel there. And there might be a slightly less disgusting croissant. And this is already a victory. So yes, American road travel is about expectations versus reality. But perhaps it is precisely in this struggle, in this irony, that the real adventure lies. You know, some of the best stories come from real experiences. And the funny thing is, there are a lot of funny stories that can be told later. The main thing is not to forget to take plenty of snacks with you. And maybe a pillow. And don't believe it when they say it's 20 minutes by car. In America, it can mean anything from walk to the corner to before you fall asleep. We had a stand up before it's too late with you. Travel wisely, or at least laugh at how it doesn't work out. See you soon.